Hello and welcome to this video. This is a really juicy video. This is a really juicy reading, and yeah, I've already done the reading. So today I felt like doing two piles, and I've already recorded them, but I forgot about the introduction, so that's why I'm doing that now. But anyways, I wanted to give you some instructions before you get into the reading. So please make sure to tune into your body and tune into your heart and tune into your consciousness and find that like spaceful place within, and see if you are called to one specific pile. And if you aren't called to any of the piles, that's totally fine, and we can see each other in the next video. But yeah, just I wanted to highlight the importance of tuning into your body before making a choice, because the messages that I'm giving are really transformative, really specific, and really powerful. So yeah, so it's important to really get real with yourself. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much what I wanted to say. And yeah, I wanted to apologize also for my technical setup. I do not have the best camera yet, or the best like setup for making videos, but I can assure you that the messages that I am giving are really, really, really meaningful. So I hope you can receive it anyways, and I promise I'm gonna make sure to have a beautiful setup soon. And enjoy this reading. It's gonna be composed of two tarot readings, two tarot cards, one oracle card, and the coffee cup. And yeah, oh, there was really magical stuff right there. So enjoy and see you soon. So this is cup number 1 and cup number 2, pile 1 and pile 2. Always processing, because I try to feel things very, very deeply, so it really takes time for me. So that's why I don't usually do that on camera, because then it would be like super boring to watch. So yeah, but your tarot cards are the Queen of Swords and the Six of Cups. So pile 1, the first thing that I felt when I, like from your cup, which is here, the first thing that I felt just by, oh, by the way, I'm gonna flip the cup a bit later. So first I'm gonna go with the tarot cards, and then we can check the coffee reading. So the first thing that I felt with your pile is some kind of magnetism. Like I felt like an immense power of manifestation. I feel like you're truly good at manifesting, and at this point in your life you are like, you are done. This Queen of Swords is like, I am done. I am done investing my energy in anything that is not a full soul yes, okay? It's like, if something doesn't bring you that childlike joy, if something doesn't make you feel super expanded and super like, oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna invest, I would like to invest millions in doing this thing. If something doesn't give you that feeling of expansion, then you just don't invest in it. And this is like what you chose for yourself and what you're choosing every day, or what you are willing to choose, because this is like your power. This is like what you have inside of you, and you're discovering that, and you're kind of, you know, taking small steps towards your goals and towards what makes your life truly fulfilling. But with this Six of Cups here, I feel like there is still something from the past that is kind of tormenting you, either consciously or unconsciously. For example, you might, even though you are taking some progress towards your future, you might be scared of the unknown, because we don't know what's gonna happen in the future. And sometimes when we take different actions for ourselves because we want something bigger, we don't know where we might end up. We are faced with the unknown, and that makes us scared, and that makes us want to cling more onto the past, because the past is safer. But here the past is is like is an obstacle that is, you know, keeping you from really expanding more and really, you know, allowing you to feel really, really seen and really, really safe. It's almost like you're so used to, or maybe your inner child or a part of you was so used to not feel seen or not really get the best out of life, and you kind of adapted to its survival. And now your reading is trying to tell you that you need to catch yourself when you do this. Every time you're thinking about, you know, a past relationship, it could be an ex-partner, it could be an ex-friend, it could be frustration, it could be an addiction that you have, like, I don't know, sugar or smoking cigarettes. Anytime you think about that, or you end up like, oh, okay, I'll just smoke one, or like, oh, okay, I'll just text back that friend that I actually don't even respect. If you catch yourself doing this, Queen of Swords, come back into yourself. Look at her. She's like, no. She's like, nothing can cross this line. Over this sword, it can only, sorry, only unconditional love, and only people that can truly see my heart can get like close to me in a way, you know. And only people, situation and feelings and actions that align with me and with my highest truth, and that make my soul feel like with love and with joy, only these things can get in my space. Okay, so yeah, try to catch yourself when you think about a past situation or some kind of addiction, and when you find yourself frustrated. But again, you are a manifestor, so you got this, you know. It's totally normal to be in this space because you're trying to change and you're trying to evolve, and this is amazing. It's amazing the effort you're putting in yourself, and so I want to really congratulate you and affirm you in this, because you know, most of people don't have the courage to do that, don't have the courage to go past their limitations, past their ego. But you want better than this, because you realize how precious and short and amazing and life is. So catch yourself, because every time you think about something that is not fulfilling you, or anytime you cling to some old feelings of impatience or frustration, or I don't know, whatever it is for you, anytime you catch yourself clinging, don't punish yourself. It's okay. It's totally normal, because you're changing and because you're courageous. However, put that energy back into you. Put that energy back into dancing or doing something that is expensive to you, and something that is gonna affirm your future. This is a war, quote unquote, sorry if I use such a like dance war, but it seems like there's a war, or like a fight between your past and your future, and you are like, you want to totally end, like you want to totally shed your past, you want to totally break up from anything that is like keeping you from your highest truth, as I said. So that's amazing. That's amazing. And yeah, remember, when you find yourself in a situation, in a space, when you feel separation, when you feel hatred, when you feel like you're not making progress, remind yourself that it's an illusion, and come back to one. Because you're a queen. You're a creatrix. You create your world. You create your world based on your beliefs. And you know, your thoughts become emotions if repeated. And repeated emotions become a story. And you wanna remove from your being all of the stories that are not serving you at this moment in life, because you're trying to create from a place of truth and authenticity, because you've never been feeling so powerful in your life. I feel like, or maybe you felt it sometimes, but now you're really like, I'm done. You know, like breakup energy. You know, after you break up and you're like, I'm freaking done with this person. Like, you know, that dark energy, like, that's how I feel it. But again, remind yourself of your oneness and remember that what feels hard today is gonna be something you celebrate tomorrow. Okay, so let me check the cup. Okay, let's see if there are some additional messages for you. Wow. Okay, so there's like how is that called in English? It's like a bird. It's a bird. Wait, I do not remember the name, but maybe you can see this shape is like a bird going in the center. So mental clarity. You need mental clarity, and again, maybe when you catch yourself thinking about something, try to journal it out. So I've heard this journaling out by a person that I follow. Her name is Roberta Alchimista on Instagram. But anyways, she explains about this method called journaling out, which is basically self-compassionate and non-judgmental journaling. Whenever you catch yourself doing something that keeps you in an old story, in an old version of yourself, just write down like, okay, it is Monday, 11 p.m. I am thinking about my ex, or like, I am feeling anxious because of XY, I don't know. So, you know, when we see something that is written, then we can like rewrite it. So try to write the truth again. Try to write the Queen of Swords truth. So if you feel like if you feel like I am lonely and I have no friends, and you can write it down. I am lonely, I have no friends, I am feeling like this right now. I am noticing that I am feeling like this right now. And then write, Queen of Swords. The truth is that I am my own best friend. The truth is that life is freaking amazing. The truth is that I am surrounded by love. The truth is that I create my reality. The truth is that, well, nothing more is coming up, but you get the point, right? So, yeah, this is what this bird, which I don't remember the name, represents. Like mental clarity and really discerning, and is also, you know, Queen of Swords. Then one thing that I'm seeing is like a leaf. It's a leaf. So leaf, let me think about what leaf might be. I think leaf could also represent your thoughts, because the leaf is like, it's like the most external part of the tree, you know. Maybe it represents like, you know, tree go through seasons, and there are new leaves, and then in autumn they just, you know, come down to the ground, and then in the next cycle other leaves are gonna be born. So this is maybe just a reminder that to trust life and go trust your natural pace, and know that you need to really, like, what we are talking about is like, it's like a big work. It's not just something you do in a day, you know, dismantling your limiting beliefs and all of that. It's something that takes time, and it takes different seasons, and it takes a lot of repetition, and it takes a lot of patience and a lot of belief in yourself and in your abilities. It takes commitment. This is a commitment, right? So yeah. Then we have a lot of letters here. If you can see, K, E, C, and again, this can be like usually letters for me represents a lot of mental movement. So if you find yourself overthinking, or like overthinking from a place of fear, I guess all the overthinking is from a place of fear, but then again, catch yourself doing it and come back into your body and come back into your soul. For example, let's say let's say you are quitting your job right now because you're like, no, I'm not gonna invest any more of my energy in a job that I don't freaking like. So you're decided, like, I'm done with this. And then you quit the job, and then your mind is like spiraling, and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do next. I don't know how I'm gonna make money. All of this is a all belief. Look at this tree. All of this is just fueling some more fear. So catch yourself when you do that and immediately say no. Like, just say it out loud or like just do something. For me, I just, when I catch myself doing something that is not aligned with me, I do this. And this is instantly like telling my body, this is not us. This is not what we're here for. We're not here for investing our energy and our attention into fear. We are here to invest our energy and attention in everything that makes our soul sparkle. Boom. So, yeah, just relax. And, well, yeah, it's a lot of work, as I said. It's a lot of work, and it doesn't take just one day, and it's not so easy. But I think it's a lifetime work, because we change so much, and we always trying to be the best, I guess. At least me. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see if I can see anything else. I see like lion. I don't know, maybe Leo season is coming, and maybe Leo season is gonna be the beginning of something new. You might be Leo rising, or have some Leo placement, or some other fire placements, so you will benefit from Leo season, and you will grow, and maybe also connect to your inner child a little bit more. Again, I want to say this once more. I know I've said it like 7 times already, but if something doesn't make your inner child feel totally, totally happy and safe, then it's a no. Sorry, I got distracted because I just realized that the leaf and the bird and the lion are actually quite near, and the bird is flying toward the lion. So to me that represents a journey towards your inner self, a journey towards your inner child. And this is also one of your kind of standards for yourself in this period. It's like connecting with your inner child, because when we are children we are not conditioned yet, then we are so pure. It's so easy to heal, and every day is a new day. We don't get attached when we are children. We are just like functioning with the flow of life, and we are just pure love and pure joy, right? And it's easy when you're a child to not get attached to our stories, but the more we grow up, because we live in a society that values materialistic stuff so much, and we all know that our external reality is just the 1%. But here with the Queen of Swords, you want to focus on the 99%. You want to focus on your soul. You want to focus on that inner spark. And look, I just noticed, do you see this kind of spark of light that is coming out from your sword? It's almost like you really want to focus on your light, like you're done with all the other BS. You are done with this, all of the conditioning that you have received while growing up, and about what it means to be an adult, and what you need to do to be a human, and how you need to behave, and yada yada yada. You're like, no, I'm doing my own rules right now. And my own rules are inherently linked to being connected to Mother Nature and being connected to my inner child. Okay, let me drink some water. Ooh. Okay. So yeah, connect to your inner child, babe. Because I guess in our childhood is also where our fears start, when our fears are like created. But yeah, so yeah, that was it in the cup. We've seen everything, but sorry, there's a lot of newness coming up after you will master your Queen of Swords. You will have so much newness, so much more space within, and so many more possibilities. So I'm so excited for you. So this card was number 29, Beatitude of Sacred Rapture. Okay. Okay, with this card, what I'm picking up is safety. I'm picking up mastering your masculine and feminine energy so much that no matter where you go and no matter what you do, you will always feel fulfilled and safe, and you will always feel like you are one and you are the creatrix, sorry, because that's who you are. Okay, so I'm gonna read the meditation that is in the book, and that might serve you. So it says, become present and connect with your heart in a restful, respectful manner. You may do this by lightly resting your hand over your heart and feeling for its presence beneath your hand. Not only as a marvelous physical organ, but also as a spiritual temple of love. As you exhale, your awareness can drop from your head to your heart. As you inhale, your awareness can retreat a little more from the appearances of the outer world and feel pulled lovingly and gently towards the inner magnetic field of the heart. Within the heart, you can see, feel, and become aware of a beautiful eye. It is an eye of light, an eye of protection, an eye of wisdom and non-judgment, of clear vision and spiritual sight. This is not a clinical eye, which assesses. It is a compassionate eye which sees the luminous inner reality of the soul and the sacred destiny of all beings. The trappings of opinion and preconceived ideas are like the nets of fishermen. The ocean of law within the heart glides right through them. In the heart there is wisdom and love. There is healing. There is truth and courage. What am I talking about? This same love, wisdom, is in the hearts of all beings. You can imagine it gently stirring, awakening, bringing peace, making the connection between all beings more conscious. We are not alone. We matter to each other at deep spiritual level. Let yourself rest beneath the appearances of conflict and separation and pain. Partake of the Sacred Heart tonic of all-embracing, all-encompassing love. When you're ready to complete your healing process, slowly emerge by focusing on the sensation of the air or clothing upon your skin. Then ground and hydrate yourself. You have completed your healing process. Wow. Okay guys, so this is the end of the reading. Thank you so much for connecting with me, and thank you so much for connecting to yourself and to your guides, and thank you so much for being here and doing the healing work and just being yourself. And I wish you all the best. I wish you a life of love, light and peace, and yeah, see you in the next one. Hi Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. So as I said before, to Pile 1, I do not shuffle and show the tarot cards live, because I'm a very slow processor. It really takes time for me to connect to the cards and connect to the energy, and I also like to do some automatic writing and just feel into the cards and feel into my body, so that I can really connect into your energy and into the message that wants to be revealed. So yeah, this is the way I can deliver the readings more efficiently. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know that. And with that being said, we're gonna read the tarot cards first. I picked 2 tarot cards for you, and then we're gonna flip the cup to check if there are some additional messages. And to close the reading, I'm gonna read the meditation out of the book, the meditation of this card down here. So yeah, that will be all. So let's get started. Let's get starting. So pile 2. First of all, let me tell you, you are freaking inspiring me. You inspire me so much. Oof. I want to, so let me start from the beginning. The first thing that I felt, the first thing I do usually to connect is I place my hand over the cup and I just try to connect with the energy that is coming through. And what was coming through was a lot of fear, a lot of like dense energy, okay? A lot of density. And it didn't feel like something that was it didn't feel like something that was stuck or something that was like negative, quote unquote. It felt like something really natural and unbiased, kind of. It felt like all of the darkness was kind of revealed to the light. That's how I felt like. But like in a really positive way. So yeah. And also when I when I connected to your cup, I felt like you're really hard to grasp. Like it was really hard like to connect to you before feeling all of that. It was really hard. Like I really took my time. Pile 1 was much easier. It was like just out there. But with you, it in the beginning was really hard, but then when I shuffled the cards, like your energy was like like the card flipped out like flied out like crazy. And then here we have like same colors, and we have a lot of fire, baby. So I imagine you're this really, you can appear really reserved as a person, like you don't really talk about you so much. You can be really reserved again, but then like people that know you, or people that, or just like how powerful you are, even though like outside you seem really like chill and really like hard to grasp, hard to read, but then inside of you there's like this fire and this intensity about you. You might have some Scorpio placements. But anyways, so pile 2, I feel like one of the messages that is being coming up, it's like you are learning to love your shadow, or you might really love already your shadow. But here there's a lot of like innate potential in like negotiating with the devil. Literally, I don't know how else to describe it, but you can really negotiate with the devil in a graceful way. You know, a lot of people nowadays with pop psychology and on the internet, they talk about shadow self as something you need to be ashamed of, as something you need to conquer, as something you need to change, as something you need to destroy, or something you need to, I don't know. Like everything is just light, 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 light. And just don't look at it. Or like shame yourself about your addiction, shame yourself about you being judgmental, shame yourself about that. But I feel like your relationship with your shadow, and if it isn't like this yet, then there's a great potential that you can have a really healthy and juicy relationship with your shadow, you know. And you can also be a good therapist, like, because when you see your shadow, you see an opportunity. You are able to see beyond things. You are able to see like way beyond. Way beyond. And you might use all of your addiction and shadow as an opportunity. For example, you might be someone who likes to transmute your sexual energy. Ace of Wands. Every time you catch yourself being in your shadow, or like every time you see, it's almost like addiction cannot get you, because you create energy, like you just create new energy. You have an immense transformative power here. And this is like your natural gift to transform the darkness into light. Like the shadow into light, and into new chi, into new energy. And for example, you are able to forgive a lot, because you understand, like you can see beyond like the material world. You can see beyond people's fear. You can see the truth. And if you can't, you have the power. Like I'm telling you, this is really it might be your natural gift, or it might be something that you are meant to learn in this lifetime. That you don't need judgment. You don't need to judge yourself for your addiction. You don't need to judge yourself for anything that is keeping you stuck and unfulfilled, because that's where the power lies. Beyond that is where your true self is. And some people run from their wounds because they are ashamed of it. But beyond that wound, there's always a gift that wants to be revealed. There's always new energy that wants to shine into the world. And you can never transmute something that you are ashamed of, or that you are not willing to see. And when you see an addiction, when you see, for example, let's say you're codependent or something, instead of shaming, if instead of shaming yourself for being codependent or having codependent tendencies, if instead of that you saw that there's literally just a being, it's just a being that is trying to survive. Let's say this is the codependency monster. And it just wants to, eat. And so it's like, I imagine like a spider, and it wants to eat. So it's just catching some insects. But when you realize that it's just a being, and it's just by being a being, part of this art and part of our consciousness, it's pure in itself. And you can choose love, and you can choose, okay, I see you wanna use me to fulfill your wish. I see you wanna use me to keep this addiction going. And when you see that, you see this person of this monster getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, and you can see how big you are and that you're much more than that. And so you're able to see beyond your own fears and your own addiction, and you can do this also with other people. Maybe that's why you look so reserved or so, so closed off, even because like you have such a depth within yourself, You have such a depth within yourself, and you might have gone through like difficult things in your life, but then the same things will be the events that you can profit of. There's a reason why we have the quote-unquote traumas that we have. And I believe that on some level we have chosen our life. Our soul chose our life and our obstacles so that we could learn. And that's your power. You see that the devil is here to teach us something. It's not something that we should fight or be ashamed of, because you have such a grace within you. Like you can just say no thanks with love. And you're just like so, I don't know, it's like you can fight, quote unquote, fight everything so gracefully if you want to. But anyways, I was saying, we chose this life, we chose our trauma. That's what I believe. For example, if you had a trauma when every time you were about to speak up, let's say you were in classroom and you were trying to speak and everything was laughing at you and you could never express yourself, and you had this repeating experience, that's because maybe you will be at some point someone that speaks on a stage in front of thousands and millions of people, because that was the path that your soul chose for you. And the only way you can really learn how to speak in front of so many souls is by being challenged on using your voice and expressing yourself and being authentic and not being afraid of sharing your light. And this is what you realize. And that's why you're so deep. Like you're so... You just understand things very deeply. And this is your freaking power. This is like your... one of your best spiritual strengths. That you can really see through people. And you can see past their limitations, past their addiction, past their lower self. You can see their real fire, the real essence, the real light. You find power in your shadow, and that's freaking amazing. So I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I think it's pretty straightforward. And yeah, let's continue with our cup. Okay, so number 33, 3-3, you might see 3-3-3-3. You might see repeating threes. Maybe 3 is a special number for you. Look, even in here we have a 3 in the end of the cup. I don't know if you can see it. But anyway, oh, we have a Scorpion. You might have some Scorpio placement, or you might be like just really embodying Scorpio qualities. I see like 3 children. That's so amazing. Oh my gosh, it's 3 children and 1 is flying. What does that mean? Wait, let me connect to it. I don't know, I feel like it gives me a sensation of like freedom and also protection. Or you might I don't know, this is coming through, it might be for someone, maybe it might not be for everyone, but you might have lost someone as a child, but their true spirit and their true essence, no matter what kind of relationship you had with this person, you might even had an abusive relationship with this person, or maybe not, but their true light, like their soul, is always protecting you, and it's kind of flying over you and protecting you. And this might be someone you knew as a child. So death is coming through, and death is also representative of Scorpio. Again, number 3, your coffee cup is very light compared to pile number 1. You might have more like clarity of mind somehow, or again, it's like you're really hard to read, so you don't really let many people. You don't let many people in your space or in your energy, because you have this depth within you, and maybe you're like kind of like really discerning about who gets to see it, because this makes you also very vulnerable. This depth of yours, someone could of course take advantage of it, but I think you're good. I think you're good, because you can really see past all of this shadow, and you need to be like really firm in yourself and discerning about who gets to see you, and that's a really good thing. Just make sure you're open enough to let love in. Whew. Building a castle. Building a castle. Again, the castle gives me like this feeling of like kind of protection and being very like guarded. But it's also like, you know, castles are usually built on cliffs or on places where you can really see all of the city and all of the village or whatever. So it's like you can really see more than other people do. Vision is your thing, and you might want to work on your third eye chakra and connect to your third eye, because you might even have visions or like dreams that are really powerful, because your third eye is really powerful, babe. And yeah, again we have this repeating trees. Number 3. Yeah. I don't know why I'm getting this, but you might work with music, or you might love music. Like music is the way you calm your soul. Like you just let a way for you to recharge and to like purify yourself. Might just be like listening to some frequency or some music to just like let everything go and just rebalance yourself with music. So yeah, but I guess we have unraveled everything from your cups, so I'm gonna flip this card, and then we can read the meditation. So you have Owl, number 20, Spirit of Owl, of 852 hearts. It's funny because when I was cleaning my table to make this reading, I just left this out for some reason. It's like something that I cut off from a book, from a like newspaper, and I don't know, it might be connected to your pile since you have like an owl. Again, there's like this connection to depth, to night, to what is unseen, to what is dark. But let me read the meditation and then we are done. Number 20. So, Spirit of Owl of 852 Hertz. Recalibration. No, sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a bit tired after these 2 files, but I need to read the healing process or meditation. So, connect consciously to your breath. As you exhale, imagine, intend, feel, or visualize your energy grounding in deeper connection to the Earth Mother. You can close your eyes if you wish, feeling that the grounding process is enabling a stronger internal orientation, moving your awareness inward and downwards, settling into the interior depths of your being. Within that interior realm, there is much spaciousness. It is alive, vital, and receptive. Into that intelligent void, you can release anything you have held on to mentally, physically, or emotionally. It is peaceful to do this. It is enjoyable to do this. Again, there's like this grace about you. It's just like, ooh. You become more of your true and effortless natural self as this happens. Gently allow attachments to be dissolved lovingly and set free into that spaciousness. The spaciousness is a sacred womb of the universal goddess. Out of that emptiness, many beautiful new creations will emerge. Continue with this process for as long as feels best for you. When you're ready, slowly follow your breath back to your physical body in the here and now. Ground yourself by feeling your heart-earth connection and allowing some movement. Hydrate your body with clean, fresh water in abundance with gratitude. You have completed your healing process. Beautiful. So, thank you so much, Patu, for being here. Thank you for your energy. You're such a master of this, really. And you have so much power. So, keep doing this work because it can really serve a lot of us. Not many of us are able to be so graceful and non-judgmental and so, pure. And so thank you so much for existing, and thank you so much for bringing light into this world, and I wish you all the best and see you in the next reading. Bye.